Hey, what's up, Crossroads? Let me get a better view here. Uh, how you doing? My name's Aaron, and I work with Youth with Mission Nashville, and I'm going to be leading you guys' trip here in a few days. I've been talking to Kathy and Trey. We've been praying for you guys and getting everything, the schedule ready and things like that, and so super excited for you guys to come for Joshua Generation. And yeah, Nashville. Some of you guys came last year, so you know. But um, Nashville is a place. There's about 800 churches in Nashville. We're actually about 45 minutes northwest of Nashville in a little town called Adams, Tennessee, and we'll be working in Nashville and the cities around Nashville, Springfield and Clarksville, as well as maybe some in Adams as well. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself and give you guys a little bit of just to prepare your hearts, a little devotional. And so, yeah, we're calling this week Joshua Generation. And the reason is, if you know the story of Joshua, Moses brought the Israelites out of Egypt, out of slavery, and through the desert, and up to the Promised Land, which is Israel today. And but Moses actually didn't bring the Israelites into the Promised Land. That was actually Joshua, and Joshua was the Promised Land was surrounded by enemies, the Hittites, the Jebusites, and all the ites, different people groups, and basically the Israelites were God had given them the land, but they still had to kick out the enemies in order to possess the land and live there. Um, and so Joshua was the one to lead them into the Promised Land and to fight the bad guys and to kick their butts and possess the Promised Land. So that's what we're going to do next week. We're going to go into Nashville and the surrounding area, and we're going to take back the places that the enemy has stolen in people's lives. People that are depressed, we're going to pray and ask God to fill them with peace. People that are lost, we're going to tell them, hey, Jesus loves you, man, and he doesn't want you to be alone, lost. He wants you he wants to welcome you into his home and bless you. And so we're going to do that next week. And I just wanted to give you guys a little brief, share my testimony a little bit of why I'm so passionate about what we're going to be doing next week. Like all of us at one time, I was lost. And I didn't come to know the Lord until I was 19. Actually, when I entered into high school at the age of 14, I started getting into drugs and alcohol and the party scene, and I was an athlete. I played baseball, and that was my life, but then I started the party scene, and it kind of took over everything. I got kicked off the baseball team, kicked out of high school, and man, my life was just, the story that you hear of the typical person that gets lost in the party scene. Their life just continues to go downhill. And my parents, they were good parents. They tried to help me with counseling, and I'd get thrown into juvenile court, jail, and they'd leave me in for a couple of days to try to teach me a lesson, and they tried to help me, and but that stuff just wasn't working. And finally, my mom started praying with a bunch of older ladies at the church. And man, when you get the older ladies and your mom praying for you, you can just hang it up right there because it's over for you. God, they have God's number on speed dial, and he answers their prayers. So about 2 years that went by, and they were praying for me, and my life just kept getting worse and worse, and I finally hit rock bottom. And I was at a party one night, and I just said, God, I can't do this anymore. And didn't even know if God existed. I wondered. And but man, Jesus met me as soon as I said those words. Jesus met me in a real and raw and loving way, and just showed me, hey man, I love you. I'm not waiting on you to get right to come to me. I'm waiting on you to come to me, and I'll make you right. And so I gave my life to the Lord, and it took some time. It took a couple of years, but my life got turned around and filled with joy and peace. I was depressed. I was suicidal. And Jesus came in and kicked that junk out and filled me with life. And so, yeah. So, I was at a crossroads of life. I know that's you guys' church name, and Jesus, man, He came and got me. And so, there's a lot of people out there around us right now that are in the same situation, maybe not drugs and alcohol, but different things. They're lost. And I see a lot of times we as a church, we like to, come together and sing songs and listen to some guy talk, but we're not always out on the streets rescuing these people like Jesus asked us to do. And so we're going to do that next week, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. We're going to change lives, and probably some of your lives will be changed as well. And so we want to come and to work together to awaken your hearts to Jesus even more, and we want to awaken others to Him who don't know Him. And so that's what we're going to do next week. And we're going to, if evangelism, that very thought of going out, talking to strangers, if that scares you, you're a normal Christian. I teach a lot on evangelism, and pretty much everybody I talk to, evangelism is a scary thing, and it's unnatural, and even I get scared, when I go out there, but that doesn't take away the fact that Jesus told us to do it. And so anyways, we're going to have some teaching and some training on how to do evangelism and some different things. And so yeah, I'm super excited, and I can't wait for you guys. I guess some of you guys I think are already in Nashville, and then the rest are in Mississippi. So we'll see you in a few days, and we'll have a couple more of these videos to get your heart prepared for what's to come. So God bless you guys. Take it easy.